this is probably as good as it gets in National League Speedway. Well, it is indeed. Welcome to the Smallbrook Stadium for the final meeting of the season, where we pay tribute to the local sponsors for our Super Speedway team here on the Isle of Wight, Wightlink, the ferry company. We've got 3 teams here in action named after the ferries. We've got the Victoria, we've got the St Clare and the Faith. So it's 4-man teams, 3-team tournament, and 13 heats of Speedway here tonight, 12 in the tournament and then the grand finale. So the juniors getting ready as always. My first skid is what it's all about here, and that is of course very popular here on the Isle of Wight.
This month, he takes over the title from Charlie Green. So well done, Cameron. The young man with
the bikes coming out onto the circuit for the parade here as the Speedway season draws to an end. So let's go for the parade.
Entertain them.
Grade it with a little grader, and then when the wet place will work.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Morley. Ben's riding partner tonight. He stepped in at short notice, and we do thank him sincerely from the Stoke Cotters, Joe Alcock. Riding at number 3, a young man who is making good strides in the National League in 2019. Your own Chad Wirtzfeld. And riding at number 4, the young man from the island. He's got all your support. Ladies and gentlemen, Williams. Let's have a look at the side representing St Clare tonight. One of our visiting riders. He's been here twice this season and impressed on both occasions. I'm sure you've got a big round of applause for one of the up-and-comers in British Speedway, Jordan Palin. Jordan's partner at number 2 tonight is a man who is almost able to put up his own camp bed in the car park because he seems to be here so often. It's great to see him hitting some good scores wherever he rides. Ryan Terry Daley. Let's move on to number 3, a man who had a great night at Stoke on Saturday night. 11 points for winners, the warrior Chris Widman. And also in the team riding at number 4 tonight, he's been getting some outings in the senior squad, and it's great to see him here back on the island. Give it up, please, Chris Watts. And for the St Faith team tonight, riding at number 1, the man who won that handicap mayhem just about a month ago and coming sweeping through from the back for a great victory. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Stoke Potters, it's Joe Lawlor. Joe's got our own individual champion with us, the pairs man with Richard Andrews. Welcome please, Scott Campos. Riding at number 3, a young man who is making a good impression for the Warriors and throughout the National League. I'm sure you're going to welcome him with your hands together for Connor King. And last but by no means least, in the St Faith side, he's one of your favourites, Mr. Velcro himself, Jamie Sealey. Our meeting reserve tonight is James Luckman.
So here we go then, we've had the parade, the riders on the circuit for the opening race. It is Victoria taking on St Clare. So riding in red it is Ben Morley, his partner in blue, Joe Alcock. For the St Clare, it is Ryan Terry Daley and Jordan Palin. So red, white, blue, yellow, the helmet colours red and blue are one team, white and yellow the other. 3 for a win, 2 for a second, 1 for a third, nothing if you come last. The start marshal, Sir Christopher Cass, who will next week be at Cardiff for the British Grand Prix. Well done to him, so well deserved. So, is this going to be the final meeting of the season? We will find out as the weekend progresses here. It all depends on Mildenhall at Plymouth and Cradley, of course, Racing Kent. So here we go in heat number 1. And away they go, charge for the first turn. It's Ben Morley who's gone in front there. Morley leading the way from Palin in second place. Third place, Terry Daley at the back. It is Joe Alcock. Let's go round the bottom turn. Ben Morley, where he likes to be, out in front. He's round this first and second turn. The weather once again has been kind to us here on the island. And that's what we like to see, although it is rather dusty. But Morley it is in front and chasing hard there in the yellow helmet. It is Palin, and he's not that far behind the youngster as he goes into the bottom turn, but Morley opens it up there, pulls away. So having things very much his own way in this first race here. The Southend Shrimper, Ben Morley, for the Victoria, of course, rides for the Warriors. Jordan Palin there in second place. And that is how they finish. Third place there goes to Ryan Terry Daley. So it is 3 points to the Victoria and 3 to St Clare. But a comfortable win there for Ben Morley, pillar to post. As we say, there is 12 races of this 3-team tournament.
Of the rider in red representing Victoria of Wight, Ben Morley. Ends winning time 71.9.
A 71 point time, Ben's winning time. Of course, he will be representing the Warriors in the National League Riders' Championship. That is at Leicester the day after the British Grand Prix. So let's move on to heat number 2. And this one will see Victoria taking on St Faith. This could be an interesting one here because Joe Lawlor rides in red, Scott Campos in blue. In white it is Morgan Williams, and in yellow Chad Wirtzfeld. So Campos and Lawlor, quite a strong pair in here in this one. They are of course representing St Faith. Victoria, Chad Wirtzfeld, Morgan Williams, who we've seen riding for the Wizards as well as the Warriors. The starting marshal calling them into place to get this second race underway. So here we go, starting marshal, it's got them in line, green lights on. Bit of movement there, but it's a good start there for the riders in red and blue. That is Wirtzfeld and, or rather, Lawlor and Campos, I should have said, who got away there. Round the bottom turn, Joe Lawlor, who won that individual meeting down here a couple of weeks ago. Super fast rider. Rides for the Stoke Potters and the Leicester Lions. And interesting story about that one. But that is for another day, perhaps. Third place there, it is Chad Wirtzfeld. At the back, Morgan Williams. But no problems for Joe Lawlor in front. Scott Campos happily sat behind him. And that means the St Faith are going to get a 5-1 here. So there is Campos in second place. Lawlor in front, looking to see what's going on behind him there. The Wirtzfeld not that far behind in third place there, keeping him honest. But he's not done enough to catch him. Lawlor gets the victory. Second place goes to Campos, so 5 points to St Faith. 1 point there to Victoria. So the scores across the doors: 4 to Victoria, 3 to St Clare, and 5 to St Faith. So good start there for Joe Lawlor and Scott Campos. So we move on then to heat number 3. This one sees St Clare take on St Faith. And the lineup here sees Chris Widman in red, Chris Watts in blue. They're riding for St Clare. And for St Faith, it is Jamie Sealey there with Connor King. Sealey in white, King in yellow. So heat number 3 of 12. Starting marshal here, waiting patiently. Chris Widman there's been in good form here to finish the season. The Warriors, as we said, made the playoff positions, but not guaranteed to stay there. Cradley raced Kent on Monday. A win for them would put Cradley in above the Warriors. And then Milden will go to Plymouth, and a win by 7 or more will put Milden all through. So lots to race for. Away they go into the first turn, and it is the rider in yellow who's made a super start there. Connor King in front. Down the back straight, King leading the way. Going right up the banking, round the outside, Chris Widman. And well, look at that there. Comfortable as Widman went past him out of our picture. Round the first and second turn, down the back straight. King in second place. Third place at the moment, it is Jamie Sealey. At the back, it is Chris Watts. Watts, of course, also rides for the Wizards. So the Warriors here made up 2 teams, the Wizards and the second team is the Wizards, the first team the Warriors. So they're giving them all a round out tonight. They've done well as well. And there is Chris Widman coming round the first and second turn. No real problems for him. Still King in second place, come through my first skid training school. And great to see they are getting their chances. So there is Widman. He wins heat number 3. Second place goes to King. Third place there to Sealey. So 3 points to St Faith, 3 to St Clare. That means it's 6 to St Clare and 8 to St Faith, 4 to Victoria. And they've all had 2 rides.
Well, there's your third race of the evening completed, and here comes your race winner. It's the rider in red. He represents St Clare tonight. It is, of course, Chris Widman.
So Widman coming round to the applause.
His winning time, 73.3.
He really came strong at the end of the season when he dropped down to reserve, the return of Scott Campos. And turned out to be quite a bonus king for the Warriors. So here we go then, back to the main event. This is heat number 4. And in this one here, we have Joe Lawlor and Scott Campos for St Faith. Well, they got maximum points last time out. And they are going against Joe Alcock in white, Ben Morley in yellow. Of course, they are riding for Victoria. They got a 3-all in their opening race. So this could be an interesting one. Lawlor, Campos and Morley, all unbeaten, of course. They've all had 1 race. Starting marshal calling them into place here. Swap, looks like Andy Day's taken over there. Good to see Andy enjoying his Speedway at the Isle of Wight. Been a long old steward here for a long time. Here we go then. And away they go. Lawlor and Morley side by side as go into the first turn. But it's Lawlor who comes out in front. Morley trying to find a way around the outside of him as go into the bottom turn. Morley on the outside, Lawlor on the inside. Good race developing here, but Morley comes out in front. So the Warriors captain and number 1, Ben Morley, it is in front here for Victoria. Second place, Joe Lawlor. Normally rides for the Stoke Potters. And sad news that Stoke will be closing their doors to Speedway for good. Very sad news indeed. Been going to Luma Road for quite a long time. Remember going there, I think it was 1973 the first time I went there, when they were the Chesterton Potters. Changed their name to Stoke halfway through the season. And there is Ben Morley in front. Lawlor not that far behind in second place, really giving it a go here. Dust is flying up here. Cameraman Bruce Buckland here on turn 2, capturing all the action. And our thanks go to him and Andy Hague for all the work they've put in throughout the season. Ben Morley it is who takes the win. Second place, Joe Lawlor. Third place, Scott Campos. So 3 to Victoria, 3 to St Faith. 7, 6, 11 the scores now as we look across the board. But a good one there for Ben Morley.
So heat number 4 there, and good dice at the front. So it eventually goes, of course, to the rider in yellow, representing the Victoria.
So Ben Morley, 2 wins out of 2.
Ends winning time 17.9. 17.9.
Not a bad time either.
Keeping Ben honest all the way, riding in a red helmet colour for St Faith was Joe Lawlor.
But his team on 7 points after 4 races. And of course we have 12 races, as we said, in this competition. And then a big grand finale, individual one. That should be a good one. So here we go then, riders coming to the line for heat number 5. Their thanks, of course, go to Hedgehog Racing. They're aboard on the centre there. And, good supporters of the Speedway here on the Isle of Wight, as are all the other sponsors. So heat number 5, Chad Wirtzfeld in red, Morgan Williams in blue. They are representing the Victoria, and in the white helmet here it is Christopher Watts and Chris Widman, and of course they are representing St Clare. So starting marshal has got them in line, we're ready to go. The referee today is Simon Humphrey-Kennett, who recently passed his test. Well done to Simon. We go round this first and second turn. Widman it is in front. Look at this here, they're getting tight there. Super pass there from Chad Wirtzfeld, who just flew round the outside there. Wirtzfeld it is in front. Comes round this first and second turn. Second place at the moment, it is Chris Widman. Back in third place, it's Widman's partner, Chris Watts. And at the back, it is Morgan Williams. There is Widman in second place, chasing hard. But Chad Wirtzfeld, it is, the youngster in front. Really has come on very, very nicely this year. Certainly one for the future. Flies round this first turn, down the back straight. And looking comfortable. Not too much excitement in this one, but I don't think this young man will mind in the slightest. Wirtzfeld it is who takes a win. Second place goes to Widman, third place to Watts. And that's a 3 to the Victoria, 3 to St Faith. That means St Faith maintain their lead. They have 11 points. Or I should have said 3 to St Clare, shouldn't I? So St Faiths do have 11 points. St Clare have 9 and Victoria have 10. One thing we do know is this young man has another 3 points to his name. Chad Wirtzfeld. So we'll move on then to the next race, which is heat number 6. And we've got Jordan Palin riding in the red helmet. Jordan's partner in blue, Ryan Terry Daley. in white, it is James Sealey, and in yellow, Connor King. So another one here, evenly lined up. Palin will certainly start favourites. Really has done very well this year. And his team, the Bellevue Colts, are in the playoffs, along with the Leicester Lion Clubs and the Kent Kings. Bellevue finishing second, Leicester finishing top, Kent finishing third. Still waiting to find out who's going to finish fourth. So here we go then, riders at line, ready to go. And away they go. And no real surprise, it is Palin who's made a superstar. Palin is in front, second place in blue there. It is Ryan Terry Daley. Third place in yellow, Connor King. At the back, James Sealey. Ryan Terry Daley, of course, who rode for the Warriors and then went off to ride for Leicester when team changes were made. But he still loves coming here, no fast way around here. But so does this young man out in front, Jordan Palin. Comes round the first turn, looking comfortable. Second place there. It is Terry Daley. Rides at reserve for Leicester Lion Cubs. Been getting some good scores as well. Third place there. Still chasing hard is Connor King. I don't think he's going to make too much inroads on them here. Let's go round the bottom turn. Jordan Palin's going to get a very comfortable win. And there he goes over the line for 3. 2 points there go to the rider in blue. And that was Ryan Terry Daley. So a big 5-1 there. And that went to St Clare, and it bumps them up on the scores to 14. And 1 point going to St Faith. They go on to 12. So 10 to Victoria, 14 to St Clare, and 12 to St Faith. We're moving on to heat number 7. And we've got Ben Morley in the red helmet. He'll go from the outside gate this time. His partner in blue, Joe Alcock. In the white helmet, it is Chris Watts. And in yellow, Chris Widman. So Widman on the inside gate. Morley on the outside. They will surely be the two to watch. Chris Watts, though, is there as well. And Joe Alcock in the blue helmet on gate number 2. So here we go then, starting marshal has given the signal to get this one underway. Green lights on, and away they go. Oh, look at this here, Morley got a flyer from the outside. Morley is in front, Widman in second place here. Alcock is third. At the back it is Watts, but Ben Morley, absolute rocket start from that outside gate. There is Joe Alcock back in third place. But Ben Morley, no problems for him leading the way. There's Widman in second place. Whatever happens this year, it has been a good season for the Warriors. And been unlucky with a couple of injuries and a couple of home defeats they could have done without. Plymouth, of course, being the main one. Kent won here. But have also claimed some big scalps as well. So there is Ben Morley, last year's National League Riders Champion. As we said, he will be defending that title at Leicester at the end of the month. Goes round the bottom turn, leading the way, looking for victory. And there's the checkered flag. Morley it is who wins heat number 7. Second place goes to Widman. Third place goes to Alcock. 4 to Victoria, 2 to St Clare. It's getting pretty close now because Victoria have 14, St Clare have 16 and St Faith have 12. Ben Morley, though, still unbeaten, having things very much his own way.
For the rider in red, Ben Morley. Ben's winning time, same as heat number 1.
So we move on then to the next race. This is heat number 8, and it's Connor King in red, James Sealey in blue, Morgan Williams in white, Chad Wirtzfeld in yellow. Wirtzfeld had a great win last time out when he flew round the outside of Chris Widman. What can he do this time? He's on that inside gate. King in the red helmet next to him. Chris Watts there, smartly turned out on gate number 3. And away they go. And Wirtzfeld was shot from the start from the inside this time. Just leapt away. Goes down the back straight. And this young Tiger really has improved leaps and bounds this season. And he really is going to be one to watch next year, there's no doubt about that. It's round this first and second turn. Right out wide in the dirt. Second place there, it is King. And the King, he's having his crown well and truly whipped off him in this one by the youngster. Third place at the moment, it is Morgan Williams. Sealey has retired. These two are a long, long way in front. So round the bottom turn, it is Chad Wirtzfeld who's going to get the verdict here from this one. 1 lap to go. He's been out in front since the tapes went up. And he's had things very much his own way. So round the bottom turn, Chad Wirtzfeld, the youngster from the Isle of Wight, takes the victory. He gets 3 points to his name there. 2 points go to Connor King. 1 point goes to Morgan Williams. So it's the Victoria who get another 4-2 in that one there over St Faith. And that makes the scores now 18, 16 and 14 as we look across the scoreboard. But no problems there for Chad Wirtzfeld, who looked very impressive in that one. Not a bad time either for the youngster, 72.8. Let's move on then to heat number 9. Riding in red, it is Jordan Palin. His partner in blue, Ryan Terry Daley. In white, it is Scott Campos. And in yellow, it is Joe Lawlor. Now this really is an interesting one here. So Lawlor and Campos taking on Palin and Daley. 16-14 the scores between these two as we stand in favour of the St Clare, which of course is the Jordan Palin team. So here we go then, Starling Marshall falling them into line to get this one underway. And away they go. The charge for the first turn, and it's a super start there for Palin. Palin it is in front, and look at this, it's Lawlor flies round the outside. Third place it is Terry Daley, and somewhat surprising it is Campos at the back here. Campos with some work to do, trying to find a way round the outside of Terry Daley, who blocked him nicely there. Good race going on up front out of a picture at the moment. There it is, as we can pick it up through the dust. We can't. There is Terry Daley leading the way. In third place, I should say. They come round this first and second turn. And Palin is still holding out there from Lawlor, really giving it a go in second place. Round the big sweeping banks down the bottom end there. Palin it is still leading the way. Lawlor trying to find a way around the outside. Go down the back straight into the bottom turn. And it is going to be Palin who's going to get a very good victory here. There he goes over the line for 3. 2 points to Lawlor, 1 to Ryan Terry Daley. Campos pulled out of that one. Ryan Terry Daley says he'll do another extra half a lap to make it look like he's overtaken them. There he goes down the back straight. Shaking her hands up front there for Jordan Palin, Joe Lawlor. But it is 4 points to St Clare, to St Faith. And that means the Victoria have 18, St Clare have 20, and St Faith have 16. So it's interesting. Jordan Palin, though, coming round for an extra lap here. He enjoyed himself in that one, had to work very hard. And was well chased there from Joe Lawlor, but he held on to get the victory. So we've had 9 races, we've got 3 to go. This is heat number 10. And it is Connor King in red, Jamie Sealey in blue, Ben Morley in white, Joe Alcock, the rider, in yellow. Starting marshal Andy Day, calling him into place for this one. Sealey on that inside gate. Ben Morley on gate number 2 here. Alcock there should surely be on the outside. He is indeed. And Connor King on gate number 3. So here we go. It's a signal to the referee to release the tapes, and away we go. And the charge for the first turn. And no real surprise, it's Morley who's gone in front, and his partner is there with him. That is Joe Alcock. Morley it is leading the way. Alcock in second place. Will he team ride his young partner? Doesn't look like he will. He's opening up and going for it. Round this first and second turn, the South Ender out in front. Still Alcock in second place. Third place at the moment is Connor King, chasing hard. And well, a cameraman get a little bit fuzzed out up on the top turn there. Jamie Sealey at the back has come round this first and second turn. Still King chasing hard. But Alcock doing a lot in second place. There, King going right up the bank in there. And he swoops back down to take up the challenge once again. Morley, meanwhile, is out in front, heading things very much his own way. Looks over his shoulder there. Down the back straight. Ben Morley is going for win number 4 out of 4. And there he goes over the line. Second place goes to Alcock, and we've lost Connor King, who's come down at the top end there. And that means Jamie Sealey will come through for third place. But it is 5 points to the Victoria of Wight, who go on to 23 points. 1 point there goes to St Faith, who go on to 17. And of course, St Clare have 20. So we've got 2 races to go. And, Ben Morley returning to the pit. So the race has been awarded, we should tell you that. Pleased to see that Connor King was okay. So here we go then. Heat number 11, penultimate heat of this Showdown 3-team tournament. In red, Chris Widman. In blue, it is Chris Watts. Now they need a 5-1 to overhaul Victoria in this one. But Scott Campos is in white, Joe Lawlor in yellow. And a 5-1 to them to put them 1 point behind Victoria. So all to go for. Here we go. And away they go. Charge for the first turn. And look at this here. No real surprise. Lawlor and Campos have got away. Widman in third place. At the back it is Watts. But it is the rider in yellow, Joe Lawlor, who's taken a real liking to this circuit here on the island. There is Scott Campos in second place to go down the back straight. Remember the Island Speedway, the biggest one in the country, biggest racetrack, and one of the most spectacular as well. But not the best racing we've seen all season tonight, but nevertheless entertainment, as Barry Bishop and his crew here have served everybody superbly throughout the year. Thanks go to them and all the sponsors, and as we said earlier, to Andy Hague and his crew, Bruce Buckland, And of course, Rob Dyer, a lot of people behind the scenes, Kevin Shepherd, all deserve a lot of praise, a lot of credit for the work they put in. And of course, the super sponsors, the main one being the Isle of Wight Ferries, Wightlink. So there they are. Lawlor it is, takes the win. Second place goes to Campos. Third place goes to Widman. 1 point to St Clare, they are on 21. 5 to St Faith, they go on to 22. But still leading with one race to go, it is Victoria on 23. So St Faith have finished on 22. They haven't got any more races left.
So heat number 11.
So there we go. Joe Lawlor had a good evening so far. Picked up 10 points. And that will be enough to get him into the final showdown. Of course, he will race against Ben Morley, who's unbeaten. And Jordan Palin's in the final race. He can make that final as well. So here we go then. The last race of this three-team tournament. And it is Victoria taking on St Clare. 23-21. They line up with the scores at that amount. So Chad Wirtzfeld, who's won his last two, and Morgan Williams is in this one. Ryan Terry Daley, Jordan Palin. And away they go. Charge for the first turn. Palin it is in yellow, who's gone in front. Wirtzfeld attacking on the outside. Down the back straight. Into the bottom turn. And it's Wirtzfeld who's gone round the outside. Super pass for him there. Palin it is in second place. Terry Daley in third place here. So we're looking at a shared heat here, and that means it will be the Victoria of Wight who will be victorious. So Chad Wirtzfeld it is leading the way. Second place Jordan Palin. Still in third place it is Ryan Terry Daley. So this will be enough to guarantee victory for the Victoria. And Chad Wirtzfeld, what a night he's had. This will be his third straight win. Goes into the bottom turn through the dust, heading for the flags here. And Chad Wirtzfeld really has ridden very, very well tonight. 3 successive wins on the bounce. And those 3 points are enough to guarantee his team the Victoria of Wight victory in this three-team tournament. They finish on 26, 2 points to Palin, 1 to Ryan Terry Daley. They get 3 points. They finish runners-up on 24. And St Faith finished on 22. So super ride there for young Chad Wirtzfeld, who's finished the meeting on 10 points. His skipper Ben Morley finished on 12. Joe Alcock 3, Morgan Williams 1. So the final race of the night, it is the Showdown. Could it be the final race of the season? Well, again, as we said earlier, we'll find it out shortly. But let's look at the lineup here. We've got Chad Wirtzfeld in red. He finished the meeting on 10 points. Joe Lawlor in blue. Joe finished also on 10 points. Jordan Palin in white. And Jordan done very well here. He finished with 10 points. And Ben Morley finished on 12. So we've got 3 10-pointers and a 12-pointer in this one. This doesn't count towards the 3 teams. This is for individual glory. The Showdown, the final race of the season, or is it? We'll let you know as we know. But here we go. Chris Cash gives the signal. Green lights on. Movement there from the rider in blue, but as they hit the first turn, it is Palin who's gone in front here. Lawlor in second place. And look at this here, Ben Morley is at the back. Third place now, going through into second place. Chad Wirtzfeld it is at the back. But it is Jordan Palin leading the way into the first and second turn. Joe Lawlor in second place, going right out wide, trying to find a way around the outside. Morley trying to find a way up the inside. Very, very dusty. Round the bottom turn. Still Palin in front, and here comes Lawlor. Oh, and he got some speed off a turn there, and he goes in front. Joe Lawlor, very, very popular young man, leading the way. Second place there, Jordan Palin. Third place, Ben Morley. At the back, Chad Wirtzfeld. But Joe Lawlor looks like he's going to get his second victory of the season in an individual tournament here on the island. Down the back straight. Very, very dusty. But Joe Lawlor won't mind. He's got a clear view. He is going to win this one. Palin will take second. Third place goes to Morley. Well done, Joe Lawlor. Very, very nicely done. Second place goes to Jordan Palin. Third place, Ben Morley. At the back, Chad Wirtzfeld. Super race to finish with. But Joe Lawlor it is who is victorious. Very shortly we will go down and join Rob Dyer for some interviews and some fun and games here. But from me, Ken Burnett, Andy Hague, Bruce Buckland, we say thank you for watching. We look forward to you joining us once again in the not too distant future. Joe Lawlor celebrates victory in the end of season showdown.
72.4. We've got everybody here. Where do we start? Is team manager Jackie here? Team manager Jackie gone hiding? Okay, maybe we'll pick her up another time. Let's go for the Wizards first of all. Let's have a quick word over here with one of your Wizard favourites. It's James Luckman. Hi James, how you doing?
Good evening, thank you.
Had a little ride out on Saturday night up at Stoke. How did that go?
Yeah, I did. It was sort of put into practice what I've been doing all season, just trying to get better and better each time, and had an opportunity to go out there and have a skid, so yeah, I was really pleased.
Different track, different setup, and sort of different mindset really.
Yeah, but you soon realise that the technique is exactly the same whatever track you ride, and that's all part of the learning and being race fit as well.
James has been a fantastic supporter to the Wizards when he hasn't been riding. He's been there all the time with the spanners and with all the help and advice. So ladies and gentlemen, say thanks to James Luckman. Over we go. Ladies and gentlemen, your own island favourite, it's Morgan Williams. Morgan, how much smoke can you manage to get out of an engine?
I reckon there's still some left in there.
And you had a ride round at Stoke on Saturday. You didn't have a ride round at Stoke on Saturday. You went to Stoke on Saturday to act in the support group. What did you think of it up there?
Yeah, it was enjoyable racing. Obviously we came away with the win, which was fantastic. It's really good to travel with the Wizards and help out where I can.
And there's another meeting coming up at Poole next week. Won't you get a ride in that?
I'm hoping so, yes.
Bike permitting?
By permitting, I'm sure if mine isn't working, Mouse will be very kind again and let me use hers.
I'm sure that's the case. Ladies and gentlemen, he's done great, hasn't he? He's coming on week by week. Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Williams. And it proves what a big gap there is between Development League Standard and National League.
Yeah, there is still a big gap. That's the hardest bit for us. We use the setup 1 week at Development League, use the same one next week at National. And it just shows where the difference is. You know, a big thing for us is getting out the start, so we need to do that and build a bit more speed, then hopefully next year we'll be ready.
And you've got to say, you've been riding with a great bunch of boys in the Wizards, haven't you? You all work together and it's been great fun.
Oh, it's been brilliant, yeah, it's the best team I've ever rode with, so yeah, by far, the team morale that you get from everyone, you all just get on that well. You're sort of like best mates every time you get to the track. I couldn't ask for more.
And opportunity next week to go down to Poole and have a blast round on the Premiership track?
Yeah, it'd be something new. Never been there. I've been there to watch. I've never rode it. So as far as the sound goes, I'm not really sure on that, but we'll see how we get on.
Well, I'll tell you what, I reckon we're going to go down there and win, don't you? Because those Wizards are good guys. Ladies and gentlemen, he's had a great season for the Wizards, and there's more to come from Chris Watts. He's at 100% every week. He doesn't always stick on the saddle, but he's always there and he's always doing his best, and that's all you can ask from anybody. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Jamie Sealey. Yeah, that's the first time for a few weeks, isn't it? And Jamie, I mean, you've been around the tracks now in the development league, and you must have a great buzz when you come back to the island and ride with all these other guys.
Yeah, straight with a new one for me, so that's a bit different, but yeah, it's always nice to be back there.
And more practice during the winter and more equipment buying, and see if you can get a bit better over the winter months and have another crack next year.
Yeah, definitely. I've struggled with cars this year, and now it's the end of the season, we'll start tracking probably a bit more, so I don't think
And what does it hold for you, Jamie? You know, will it be new equipment and more money being spent, or is it just time out on the track, practice?
I don't think they ever spend enough money. It's just always money, and getting much practice.
Well, these development boys do it for love, really, ladies and gentlemen. And this is one man who I know you all love here at the Smallbrook Stadium. Say well done to Jamie Sealey. Bit of a slow start. Didn't quite get it. The motor's not right, light not right. Then maybe a bit off. But all of a sudden, I think it's all good.
I think that was more frustrated than anything. If you got there not much room to believe, then it's all the hand around backwards, and be waiting for things just to click. I've worked with Sean Wilson at Campos this year, the engines, and just before the meeting today, I made a short got myself in there.
But as the season's gone along, his stats has grown. His popularity with you guys on the terraces has grown. I know, of course, the last month or so, he's certainly turned some match-winning performances both here and away. So, ladies and gentlemen, we say well done to Connor Hague.
Well, my first thought was like, I'm not really good enough to think in a minute, because I had every season I've had, it's been up and down, so I went for it anyway, and it seemed to pay off, so yeah.
You won, or
We'll be obviously in about 5 minutes.
Not too bad. The season's been great for me. 90% of the year. I've been pretty consistent, between 7 and 9.7 metres. Just haven't come back after that crash again. Still got a couple of problems on my back on here.
You just wait until you till I'm over with Ben, and then you can throw your bastard pile. Ben, it's 4 winning rides tonight, didn't quite make the final, and I've got to say it's been a fantastic year to watch you fly around here week in, week out, and put some good scores on the board, not only here, but everywhere you go.
Yeah, it's been a great year. Hope it's not finished yet. We need to make close.
Hopefully we will. Everybody's saying it's been a great season, there's been some real positives, the lads have put on a good show, and you know, the sport's been fantastic, so all in all a very good year.
It's good to hear that you're recognising the support, and the crowd levels have been good this year, haven't they? And certainly this last month in August, and now to next year, and it is an unknown situation, really, isn't it? How the leagues are going to develop over the course of the winter months. That I'm sure there's lots and lots of people on the terraces here who are desperate to see the Warriors return in 2020 and mount a serious challenge for honours. And now to the boss, who is not the boss, because the real boss is here tonight. But Barry, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, hello. Just echo what Martin said, really. Thanks so much to volunteers who do such a great job. We can't do it without them. You know, our riders, everyone that's been in the sports this year, fans and sponsors have been amazing.
Going forward, we've got keep our fingers crossed, look forward to maybe another meeting here in 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Yes, possible. I mean, if everybody wins at home, we qualify. That's how it is, simple. So as long as everybody wins at home, we can go through. Or we pick up something at Leicester, which we were perfectly able to do. So it's full on still, and I can't wait.
And of course, we go to the end of season party. It's time to do a little bit more celebration, even more than's happened tonight. And just a great chance to get together and celebrate what's been a good season.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic season. You know, I'm looking forward to the end of season party. There's lots going on before then. Of course, I go to Latvia tomorrow to do the course to the nice Speedway. I've got 7 o'clock flight. And hopefully we'll sign a contract for them for next year, whether that's 1 round or 2 rounds or something else, I don't know. We'll have to think about that. And then looking forward to the end of season, and we have another couple of dinners, one's the World Speedway Riders Association, and there's the STA dinner this year. So we'll see how we go up, and hopefully we'll win something on the track and look at it.
Well, there's no doubt about it that this man is a warrior 100% through and through, and it's the enthusiasm and his dynamism that helps to make the club what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you want to congratulate and say well done, and thank you so much to Barry Bishop.
Thank you.